Who's in charge of the music in the dressing room?
Music in the changing room is Mark Phillips and Ben Clarkson, the physio. And some dodgy music gets played, to be fair. Music, I like a bit of everything. Westlife obviously are good, U2 are good, anyone Irish obviously. I'm listening to Frank Sinatra at the minute, bit of Johnny Cash. Yeah, that's about it, but I listen to everything really, to be fair.
If you wasn't a footballer, what would you be?
That's a good question. Standard answer is unemployed or Peter Crouch once said a virgin. I think I've got a little bit more about me than that. I don't know, to be quite honest, ever since I was a kid I always wanted to be a footballer, and I always in my mind thought that's what I was going to be, so luckily, you know, that's been the case. So I honestly don't know is the answer.
Who's the best player you've played with and against?
Played against, when I was playing for Leeds as a kid in the reserve team, I played Liverpool, I played Xabi Alonso, and he just didn't give the ball, well he's just exactly like he was now, you know, he just doesn't give the ball away, he was different class. Playing with, not him, playing with, God, that's a good question. Well, when I was young at Leeds, I was training with, like, Rio Ferdinand was there at the time, and training with him, he's just a class act, he was brilliant.
Bacon sandwich, red or brown sauce?
It's a great question. Wow, can I have one with red sauce and one with brown sauce?
Who are the toughest two opponents in football that you've come up against?
Good questions are difficult. I played against, when I was younger, playing for Sheffield Wednesday, Jolie and Lescott, and he was very good. I mean, I was a kid at the time, and he was so much physically stronger than me that I never stood a chance really. He was very good, and that's all I can think of.
Do you like Nando's?
Yeah, no, not as much as everyone else does. Some of the lads are in there every day. Yeah, once in a while it's nice.
Would you ever consider playing centre back again?
Yeah, I could probably play in the Prem if I went back to centre back, but yeah, I don't know. I'd play if I had to. There's good centre halves at the club. I don't think I'll ever have to, but yeah, I could do it. It was okay that the day where I did go back and do it. Especially in this league, a lot of the time if you're committed and you head it and kick it, you know, you get away with it. So you know, maybe when I get older, I could. It's something that might happen.
Who is the one player all time that stands out in the game for you?
Zidane is the one that I've always enjoyed watching the most. Even though the likes of Ronaldo or Messi now are far more effective footballers than he is. I mean, their goal scoring is unbelievable and whatever. But to watch Zidane play, just his movement, everything about him, I really enjoyed watching him.
Have you set yourself a target in terms of goals for the season?
Yep. I don't really like talking about it, but I suppose I might as well. I think, you know, I really want to have a good season. You know, having come back from such a long injury and having a bit of last season, I feel like I'll be better prepared this season for it. You know, with a pre-season and everything. So I'm looking to score 25 goals. That'd be my plan.
Are you looking forward to partnering Freddie Eastwood up front? Is that just over there?
No, I have to do too much running when I play with him. Nah, of course I mean, Fred's a class act, you know, we always say it. I think he's probably the player in the whole league that has more ability than anyone else. He can do things that no one else can do. So yeah, it'd be good playing with him. He's a game changer, so yeah, it'd be enjoyable.
Thank you for that later, won't you?
Get the tea in later.
I've got the money here. What's your favourite toast topping?
Oh wow, that's another good question. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for butter, but then other times I'd go for jam. Sometimes peanut butter, and sometimes jam and peanut butter. And I think in America they call that peanut butter and jelly. And then sometimes Marmite. Don't love it or I don't hate it. It's all right. I'll just sometimes have it.
Fair enough. What was the feeling like returning from your long injury to score in front of the home fans?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It's been such a long time, and you know, it's one of those things. we spoke about it with Ben, who obviously looked after me for such a long time with the injury and everything. And, you know, we were talking about if you score, what celebration are you going to do? You know, and I said, well, of course I'm going to score. It's just meant to be, and half joking. But I didn't know what to do once I did score. You know, but yeah, it was brilliant. And you know, you just think, oh, well, it's worth it. You know, all the hard work that you put in. So yeah, it was brilliant. And the fans have always been brilliant with me at the club. And that day was special. It was a special atmosphere. Freddie then went and scored the winner. You know, we were 1-0 down with 20 minutes to go. And, it was a good day. But football's a funny one like that. You can't, there's a game the next week or the next on the Tuesday or something like that. So you can't ever really enjoy the moment as much as you have to just go to the next game. But it was a good moment, all right.
What's been the proudest moment of your career so far?
The proudest moment, I don't know. Probably the best moment would have been the Leyton Orient when we got to the final. Although the final was probably the worst moment, I didn't enjoy that one bit. Even being Wembley or whatever, I didn't play. We lost. Yeah, it wasn't a good day at all. But that day where we beat Orient and the scenes after the fans went on the pitch, and you know, it was, and obviously to have an impact as well, to score a goal in the game was brilliant.
And finally, what's been your best goal or most important goal for Southend?
Best goal was against Stevenage my first season. I think it was like the second or third last game of the season. Yeah, about the third last game of the season. And no one will think it was, but just for me, because I like heading the ball. It was a corner, Ryan Hall took the corner, and I just remember getting the ball, and I sprinted from like one end, and I headed the ball at a sprint, and I nearly put a hole in the net. And that's, you know, I think I've got a couple that were in the Johnson Pound, the goal of the round thing, and you know, they were okay. I like scoring headers though, and that one was just, if you're someone who likes scoring a header, that was perfect because I met it at a sprint and just hit it as hard as I could, so that was enjoyable.
Perfect. Thanks, mate.